at like tier 4, tier 5, tier 6, that was the hardest time to get gear. Because it was like,
it was so hard because you had to go through the previous content to get enough gear to go into the new content to get the new gear. That's why you couldn't just go into the LFR right after you hit 85.
Yeah.
You had to go through like Firelands to get gear. Pretty much.
Yeah, it took you, like, if you had a guild that, like, when your alts were in the guild and whatnot, like, your main could be in tier 6, like, fully geared out, fun well, whatnot, you could just hit level 70, and then, like, it takes you 3 months
Back,
to go from...
back when WoW was an MMO.
Oh my goodness, I miss that day. I miss the days.
Humans, like they were a pain in the ass, but like looking back on them, they were like so necessary. I think for like to feel like you deserve to be in that instance.
Not that I ever would want it back, but I do remember fondly the days of like, you know, forming a group in like trade chat just to do a 5-man, and then traveling out to the instance and zoning in. It was like you had to go. It was like this is an RPG. It like
it's funny.
It's a dungeon crawl, you know.
In trade chat and being like, you know, I type LFG for slave pins or whatever.
Yeah, but
and then someone would type like, "Here, I'll tank for you," and I'd say like, "Oh no, fuck that guy. He's a douchebag. I'm not gonna run with him. He sucks." You know. I kind of miss that sense of community, you know.
That'll never be in a mainstream MMO again from now to the end of time, because you know what? Once it's established this system, this is the system that must go on. You know, there's every new MMO is going to have looking for groups and instant transportation, and you know, I don't know how that works too, because like WoW's an old game, so a lot of the older players, you know, they have those memories to remember on. Like, I used to run all over the world. Now, if I were a new player, I would probably never see 90% of the map of this game.
Yeah, seriously, you don't have to do it. Like, why would you need to go to Ashara or something like that? You know?
Yeah.
I mean, and that's the thing too. Like, I used to remember getting the Explorer title on Wrath. Like, the beginning of Wrath, you had to go walk around everywhere.
Oh yeah.
See, I did that. I did the Explorer literally on a Black War Tiger.
That's awesome.
Renzier makes a good point when he says that there are no such thing as blacklisting anymore. Like, you can literally be as big of a douchebag as you want, and you'll still get what you want.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. When blacklisting was actually a big thing, like, I remember, like, when I was on my old server, I was blacklisted for a while until I started showing people that I got better. Because, like Koilie said, you strive for wanting to get that gear, and I wanted that gear, so I started to get better. I bettered myself to be a better player.
Oh, dude, I used to love it back in the day, like doing pugs, and you have some dude mouthing off, and you're like, listen, one more word and you're blacklisted, and they just shut up. Because, you know, I'm like, I wasn't always like vodka, you know, high, but I generally was always in one of the better guilds on most servers in my career, so, you know, you don't want to get blacklisted from my runs.
It was like a weird anarchy almost.
Yeah.
Like you had both the power to help people and the power to destroy people, but only if they deserved either one. It was kind of a cool place to be.
Vince, I agree it was unnecessary to remove the atonements. And S-Gamer, I remember the days of vanilla where 40 was hard to hit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dude, walking everywhere till you were 40.
That sucked.
Oh, and leveling like 240 took, I mean, days and days, and that's if you were playing non-stop, really.
Yeah. You know what's weird is that even as I get older, I'm more accepting towards Blizzard's new model of minimum time, maximum reward, because I have other shit going on in my life now. But like, I feel bad for the guys that are young, you know, and they want shit to do. And
yeah, this game like will never be that experience for them like it was for us.
I just, and Steve, I feel like you and I are in the same position, and Trip, you too. Like, we were both at that age where we had so much time and we had so much reward to be gained from that shit, and it's just not ever going to be like that ever again. And we're going to look fondly back on those days of, like, I specifically me. I remember playing my 70 Shadow Priest and like farming on a daily basis to get my frozen shadowy set.
Dude.
Like, that was the shit, and I felt so amazing once I completed it, and I was like rocking Terra gear, and that was an amazing feeling, you know?
My moon cloud set.
For real, and I remember killing Kale for the first time, and I was like, oh my god, I can't believe I finally killed Kale, like, let's go to Hyjal now. Like,
oh,
yeah, it was like some guy made a video like a month ago that I watched, and he was basically talking about how like all the bosses like today and stuff, like, you know, you go through all the hero content in like a week or whatever, and back then it took like a month for anybody to kill like a new boss or like a whole instance or something.
Absolutely.
And it was so much more pleasing back in the day to kill one boss over clearing an instance.
I didn't mind spending a month on one boss. Like, it sucks. I wouldn't want to spend more than that, but up to a month, you know, if it's that hard, it's so fucking rewarding. I mean, when a new raid comes out and the first night it opens, you've killed 4 or 5 bosses, it's just...
See, what I think they need to do is, like, I think they need to do what they did with Diablo and say, well, we have staff that's going to test it, and we're going to say, well, these are average players that, you know, can clear this, and then, like, kind of amp it up a little bit, and not let anyone in the public see it.
Oh, totally.
Like they used to do, like, they would just, like, max 40-man, they just threw it at people, they were like, have fun.
Yeah, but that, you gotta look back to, back in the day, there were so many encounters that came out that were just terribly incomplete.
Well, yeah, but of course, like, bring it open to where, like,
but I do.
And said, well, we can do this now, and like I said, they had staff go through the fight and see if they could actually do it.
They usually tend to keep at least their final bosses, heroic modes and stuff internally tested, but now we have the dungeon journal, so you know what to expect. Like, you remember walking into a new boss and you just had no fucking idea what he was going to throw at you.
Lich King.
Like, even now, like,
Lich King not knowing what to do.
You could look at dungeon journal and find out that Ragnaros has an extra phase on heroic and that he does all these abilities. You know, what if you just got there and you're just like, Holy Mother of God! Did we kill it? What's going on?
You know what?
Wait, something's happening. We're dead.
You were forced to figure it out, though, and like that's just something about the kind of level of player that I was playing back then.
But back to the other thing too. Like, I remember when I first started playing this game, and I'm leveling my first character, and I'm literally not even level 10 yet, and I'm already like, Jesus, this is the fucking coolest game I've ever played in my life. I'm barely even into it, and my fucking buddy who gets me into the game, he comes strolling to the starter zone, all big and bad, troll warrior, and he's only like level 49, but I thought, oh my god, he comes over, he's one-shotting everything around me, he opens trade with me, gives me 2 gold, and then back then, you know, 2 gold lasts a newbie for fucking, like, their lifespan, and I'm just like, oh my god. I bought, like, bags and stuff, and I'm like, oh man, this game is sweet.
Remember when respecking, you actually had to work to respec your character?
Yeah, that's one of the changes I don't really mind, because it was one thing, like, you could inspect someone and find out instantly if they were a complete noob or not just by looking at their spec, but at the same time it was super redundant, because even the biggest... I mean, you'd have to be the super noob to not at least look up a spec on one of the numerous websites. So, I mean, this stage in the game, it was a huge, good change, that kind of thing.
And, you know, and to be devil's advocate, I want to say that there have been tons of changes to the game that are so much better than how it used to be. You know, there are a lot of things that have been changed that are actually really good and convenient.
Oh, yeah.
But... it's undeniable that sense of, I don't know,
adventure,
accomplishment, wonder, and adventure have been extinguished since then.
I think that they took out the instant queues and the queuing. Like, I remember when you were in the middle of, like, farming stuff, and you're like, well, I can queue for a dungeon, or I can queue for, like, an arena. I can be out farming while I'm queuing. When you had to go you
back
had
to the
stop
city,
your farming, and you had to go back to the city.
That was dumb.
And then by the time you got back out to your farming spot, you're queued in.
Yep. I mean, like I said, I totally agree with most of the changes, and it's the age of the game too. They kind of need to happen because those old school players, they've already been there, done that, and these are good things. I mean, you remember fondly what you used to do, but you don't want to go back to it. Be honest.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, any new game that now comes out is going to be constrained to this model. Like, they're going to have to build their game based on it. Like, no one's going to want to run around. People's attention spans are just too short now. They want everything handed to them. Any game that is made for more hardcore players isn't going to be, as big either, because only a certain fan base is going to be able to play it. I mean, sure, they could put out a game that is super hardcore where you got to grind your dick off for everything, but I mean, it's going to be a tiny subscriber base compared to a WoW style game. So.
Well, even if Blizzard made a hardcore something they wouldn't be able to clear out and had a hardcore group of people, I mean, I'm sure people would still play it. The casuals aren't going to play it though.
Well,
right.
Rinzer in chat is bringing up some cool stuff, but actually, I mean, the Dungeon Journal changes things a lot. It makes it easier for your more average guild to formulate a strategy quickly. But I mean, if you look at it, really, a lot of the top guilds, they still basically write the strats. I mean, most people they go and look at a video or a stream of someone else that did it, and they do what they did. I mean, it's a similar model, but the Dungeon Journal definitely makes it accessible for a wider base to formulate a strategy. Because a lot of smaller guilds back in the day would just get devastated when they walked in to an instance and just got blah 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 all over, and they didn't really understand what just happened to them.
Like TK trash for the first time.
Good times. Am I?
Alright, I'm back.
Oh, I didn't even know you were gone. Oh, I'm almost 300.
I wish we had trash like TK and Mop.
Man, I don't know. I think trash. I wish there was trash that was only out for the first couple weeks of progression, and then just went away. Because I like trash in a new instance. It makes it feel more RPG-ish, like a dungeon you got to work your way through. But then during farming, I don't really. Although I guess trash becomes kind of a nothing thing when you geared out anyway. So.
Yeah.
But some trash is just useless. I mean, they can never bring back some of the stuff. Every time they try to bring back CC, it just fails. People just can't do it anymore. Remember Ruby Sanctum? If you didn't CC in there, that trash rickrolled you. And people just even good guilds would wipe to that trash just because the art, the habit of CCing is just gone. It's just bred out basically.
Oh, the dragons before old tracks are so simple.
They're stupid, useless trash though.
Nothing. But yeah, they're pretty useful.
I wish.
It's let's take a 5-minute break from strategy and clear trash real quick.
I wish I had $1 billion expendable dollars so I could buy out World of Warcraft totally and say here's the deal, guys. I'm gonna spend $1 billion and buy it from you guys, and if it makes a mega profit on my decisions, then we'll all split profits. But if not, then I'll eat the deficit. You guys have nothing to lose. And then I would just change it to the way that I think is appropriate, and I'm pretty confident that I would make it okay.
Yeah.
What I think they should do is I know a lot of people have talked about it before, is open up Blizzard, not really charge in their month, have it a part of the subscription on a different server, dedicate servers to 60, 70, and 80. Just
nerfed Shadow Priest and Mop.
These are lock servers.
They've nerfed us 18 times since the beta came out, bro. We're still decent though. I think we're in line right now. Hunters, certain other classes are overpowered, like Hunter doing 100,000 DPS on the same boss that I'm doing 70. But I don't feel Shadow Priest is underperforming right now at all.
And okay, I'm sure Koilie, you can appreciate this. Looking back at BC, did you play Shadow Priest in BC?
No, I didn't start playing Shadow till Wrath. I healed in BC, but
it kind of sucked, you know, like
mana battery.
DPS. Yeah, exactly.
Shadow Priest did good TPS on like a couple like Sunwell fights. I remember really fucking.
It was kind of cool, like having the healers argue over you and say, like, "Oh no, I want the Shadow Priest in my group," you know.
Zulamon speed runs, Shadow Priest in the healer group or bust. Oh man, mana batteries, I miss them.
Oh yeah, dude.
The game was a different thing though. It's so much more intricate. Like shamans fucking totem twisting and shit.
Yeah.
Oh man.
As gamer, I was the one that spiked the idea of different servers. I think Rogues and Moth are where they're at right now.
You think so?
They're useful, but Hunters and I think Monks are going to overpower the Rogues.
Well, I feel like Monks are going to be the UDKs.
Hunters are going to get nerfed.
You think Paladins are going to get nerfed?
Paladins probably will get a minor nerf. Their burst is huge, but they're
just so damn.
They level out fairly decent. I don't know. I expect maybe a tiny nerf to them. Hunters are. I don't know what they did. They buffed the shit out of them. Now they're OP, so they'll be getting brought back down. I don't know. Are Warlocks still OP this build and Boomkins?
I think they're still built. Like the new build that came out.
I heard they nerfed
Sassy. They did
Warlocks have had their share of nerfs, yeah.
I heard that.
Especially with their demon form stuff.
Oh yeah. Shadow Priest has like no burst rate. Like we can't burst at all.
Well, it sucks because we're taking from our tier 13 burst, which is amazing.
Yeah, back to decent sustained, but you know what was pissing me off is that the other like last build, we had like I was in a group with Boomkin and Warlock, and on single target I couldn't beat him, and on multi-dotting I couldn't fucking beat him. Like I'm like, what the fuck? I can't. Like I feel fucking so weak, but then a couple things twist around. Now I feel pretty level, you know.
Go ahead.
I don't think that in rig testing right now you're at max gear. You're at like the normal gear. It's not heroic gear.
Oh, we don't. You know you can get the free PvP gear, right? We just all wear the PvP gear. That way we can get an even eye on all the classes in the exact same
that
gear.
way you're not cheesing for
exactly.
Either.
Yeah. Although Killers likes to wear Warglaives and stuff, but for when 25 starts, like for instance, we're all wearing PvP gear, so that way you get a real eye on every class's performance and you know how players are stacking up against other players of their class, which is what you want to do, obviously. Because you know I could wear fucking 4-piece of X set.
Hey, Koi, you used to play Horde, right?
Yeah, I was Horde for most of my WoW.
Do you remember a Horde shaman named Sentinels by any chance?
Yeah! Synergies, Sentinels.
Sentinels? Okay, because there's this guy on my server, he's Synergies now, and he claims to know you.
Yeah, I used to raid with him. He used to be my healing officer in my guild on Shadow Council.
That's so weird, because he's in kind of like, not a bad guild now, but like, not a great guild now, and like, he claimed to know you, and I was like, oh, you know, okay, I'll ask him.
Well, I came up at one point too. I mean, we were in on our server. It was the top guild. I mean, we were in Ulduar. We were like we did like you know pretty good pre-nerf like heroic Bezacs and stuff. They got like Realm First Celestial Defender and Realm First Grand Crusader. Like not after ICC either. Like legit Grand Crusader. And I mean, it was a decent guild. And Synergies was a badass.
Well, there you go, man. He's on my server now. Which is weird because it's a small server.
I've seen a lot of people from Raven Press.
Really? I feel like no one ever knows who we are at all.
Oh yeah, it's never seen the person different folk.
Fury is me. Cool.
Well, not like stream-wise, but like when I'm running a roast or something, I'll run into a few people every now and then.
Not even kidding, I think I might be literally the only person on Raven Crest that streams. Like, we had one guy who was a warrior, he's kind of a tool, he streams every once in a while, but, like, it's never consistent. I'm the only person who really like takes advantage of it. You know.
I don't know. I don't think that many people stream in vodka. Only ones that are like popular is like Adam,
Lancel.
Killers, Lancel, and me. I don't think anyone else really streams. Intio has a stream, but I think he just uses it for like PTR and testing and shit.
I could have a stream, but I don't have the internet for it.
Affinity stopped by mine the other night, which is really
Yeah,
cool.
Penny was in mine when I had like 100 viewers the other night, dude. It was amazing.
Yeah. I was chilling, talking to Infinity the other day. He was doing.
Super nice.
I think he was finishing his mace. Yeah, Affinity's awesome. And actually, I had Diggs in my channel today.
Koilie,
I've had Opti stop by a couple times. I've got him on Skype still.
Opti streams, yeah. That old Asian bastard. I have him on Real ID and Nadri.
Cam C.
Cameron,
right?
yeah.
Koilie, Renter's last question.
Oh, sorry. Fucking stupid. I need to replace this second monitor, all these lines going blackout. When raiding starts, I won't be streaming, but anytime I'm playing and not raiding, I will be streaming. So, leveling, dungeon grinding, questing, all that shit will be streaming. Like, probably when MOP first comes out, I'll probably be doing like anywhere from 1 to 3 day non-stop streamathon, and then for the rest of the week, depending on whether or not they gate progression, they're contemplating not having any raids open the first week, so everyone has a chance to get 90 and feel out the new dungeons and stuff. If that happens, I will be streaming every day, almost every hour of the first week until I enter a raid
I almost
zone.
wouldn't even be mad about that, honestly.
Huh?
I think that's actually a pretty good
Oh no,
idea.
I hope they do. That's a great idea because
then
I can get everything in order. Yeah, I want to level 2
different
characters.
bosses,
I want to level 2 characters in 90. I want to max my professions. Craft some BOEs, tweak my stats. I don't want to be rushing into raid like the second day of fucking MOP.
Oh no.
That would be
Like I did on Kata. I'm like facing magma with greens on and shit. I'm like, cast G-heal faster!
It's just not fun to play that much. It's not.
It's exciting when you're pumped up, but it's definitely better if I can just boom. I want to like a week, man. I can level 2 characters, max my professions, get close to best in slot pre-raid.
Yeah.
Because I will fucking non-stop grind some dungeons. Yeah, Blaine, I pay for XSplit. I have a 2-year personal license. It's like $40 or something. Her hook Shaw feared. 926. Yeah, I doubt. I hope not. Oh, I pray not. I hope Shaw fears awesome, and then it gets better from there. Actually, that instance isn't even going to be open right away. I think Moshugun Vaults is going to be open, and then Terrace, and then Heart, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be like 3 weeks until all this year
Yeah.
is done, right?
Yeah, it's definitely be gated, and I really hope they do no raiding the first week. I think that's so great.
Koi, did you pay for XSplit?
Oh yeah, a long time before it came out of beta. I had already bought a personal license.
I've got a license as well. I'm just looking at people in the stream. Hey guys, I'm gonna hit the sack. I've got to be to work at 8 in the morning, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night.
Alright.
All right, Pope.
Peace
All right,
out.
y'all take care though. Y'all have a good night. Later, guys.
Later, my friend.
Alrighty.
Man, I feel like we should get some more people on this call.
Yeah, dude. Let's just do a massive like streamathon. I'm definitely gonna be streaming.
Yeah, it's only like 3 a.m.
Like 85 to 90, and then
Oh yeah,
all that
dude,
shit
totally.
too. Like,
I'll probably make appearances in both of your streams. Like, I'll come in at some point because I'm looking at it. I'll be in class like 2 days. Like, I'm not gonna stop going to school for that.
I probably need to get a couple mods that aren't gonna be like playing or aren't gonna be playing hardcore that first week, because most of my mods are like gonna be playing themselves, and it's probably gonna be pretty busy in chat with like people that can't like play and are at work and shit and watching people level.
yeah, I'm gonna be in fucking school too, man. I don't know. We'll see if I can just
When is
Well,
maintenance?
off.
See, I actually worked it out where I'm going to school Mondays and Wednesdays.
Stanley.
So it's gonna come
It'll
out.
be good.
So Tuesday when it drops, I'll be good.
Adding
And then
this to Stanley.
Wednesday, I'm thinking like that one day, if I have good attendance, like for the first month, I'll just not go to school Wednesday. So
Oh yeah, dude.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then go to school Monday.
Wait,
Boy.
is the servers going down for maintenance or just restarting or anything?
No,
It's
yeah,
definitely
very
maintenance, but
yes.
they go down in like 3 hours.
Yeah, I thought there was more time. I'm East Coast, so 3 a.m. is only midnight on the server.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pacific time.
They go
so,
Pacific. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. I said it was almost 3 a.m. and someone thought I meant
Yeah.
West.
They don't come up till 11 PST.
Oh man, I'm almost ready to level these professions up again.
I'm taking 12 hours. Yeah, 12 hours of school
You mean 12
on
credits?
2 days. 12 credits, maybe 13. So it's 4 classes.
Wait, 4 classes?
It'll be 4 classes on Mondays and Wednesdays.
Is one of your classes a 1 credit class?
No, they're all 3 hour, 3
That's
credit
rough.
classes.
Oh, they're all 3? Wow, that's weird.
Did I plan?
have
I plan to have a 20 pack of Monster ready to go
Oh, yeah,
when
that's
Mop hits. I'm gonna be so
Monster.
fucking. It's gonna be insane.
The way I'm looking at this now is like, I don't know, I can't miss that Wednesday if I add another class. Because my Monday, like, I literally go to school from like 10:30 in the morning. I have an half-hour break, and then like
Chicken.
I think I have a total of like 2-hour breaks in between the 3 classes right now. But I don't get out of school until almost 4 o'clock.
Oh man.
So I'm gonna add another class too. So that might be on Tuesday. I don't know how I'm gonna set it up. So I might be casually leveling.
Yeah. We'll see. Have you have you been playing Rhett on the beta?
No, I need to download beta tomorrow.
dude.
I need to finish downloading beta.
It's so good. I haven't even leveled mine yet. It's a 85. I just made a pre-made because my actual paladin's horde. But I made a pre-made and I, got my pre-made gear and I put my pre-made gems in it and etc. And I zoned into a dungeon, right? I just shit on everyone in there. I was like doubling their damage.
Me going in with heroic GS gear, like going in, like when the gens get fixed and whatnot, I'm literally gonna have like I get out DPS for fun, right?
And I wasn't even like doing my rotation and cooldowns like as optimally as I could because I'm kind of I don't have a good UI set up and I was kind of fumbling around with them, but just the basics I was fucking ripping it.
Is it like the same as now? Just more, like,
It feels pretty similar. It's like you can hold up to 5 holy power instead of only 3, so you can bank a couple extra. But you can only ever use 3 on an ability, but you can have 5. So you get holy power from Crusader Strike, Judgment, and Exorcism. Exorcism's instant, even when you don't have an Art of War proc. Art of War just resets it, 20% chance on an ability to reset it. So basically you on like single target, you Crusader Strike, Exorcism, Judge, and you stack holy power, keep your Inquisition up, and when you like get good procs, you can like if you get Art of War procs and stuff, you can keep banking your holy power, like boom, 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 get up to 5, and then you can like TV, Crusader TV. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to. And then when you get 4-piece tier 14, I think we're at 14 now.
Yeah.
It's literally you have like a 20 to 30 second downtime, like cooldown
Oh my god.
wings, and then it's like up the rest of the time.
Oh, I like this one talent. Whenever you use an ability that uses holy power, it takes like time off of your cooldowns like LOH, Divine Shield, and Divine Protection up to 50% of the cooldown. And Divine Protection is only a minute, so you can like use it like every 30 seconds just about. It's awesome.
And it lasts for like 10 seconds too.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Dude,
Shadow
you
will be
get, like,
totally
Divine
viable. It's
Force
viable now.
It's amazing.
They've
Dude,
nerfed
Divine
it
Shield
multiple
came
times.
back.
Huh?
What?
Or,
Bubble Hearth is back.
The shield came back.
Bubble Heart thing is
GI.
back. There's a glyph for Paladins.
You mean Sacred Shield?
Sacred Shield, thank you.
Rob, did
Yeah.
I tell you that? There's a glyph, a minor glyph, where if you have Bubble Up, you cast Hearth 50% faster.
Yeah.
Not even kidding.
Fucking awesome.
Dude, Paladins are gonna be so amazing. I'm like, this is the reason why I don't know.
They're OP. Red is beastly, Prot is pretty fucking good. Actually, Prot's really good, and Holy is really fucking good. Plus, you have like that Clemency or whatever, where you can cast a hand twice before it goes on cooldown. It's OP. They're stupid, dude. They're just stupid. You want to be a paladin. You want to have a paladin for Mop right now.
That seems like more of a
I'm good at Paladins.
at least for Holy.
Like we had 2 paladins, right, in this fight. It's like, oh, don't worry, we got 4 bops, so we can fucking negate this fucking really tough mechanic like 1,000 times.
We have 3 Paladins and a 10-man. We can bop everyone except 2 people.
Adam is still a vodka. Hell yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah, dude. I was on Targaryen when he was on Targaryen, and he was.
Kandor, he streams sometimes too. His
Yeah.
Twitch name is Adam Z, like Adam ZEE. Someone type it out for me. Who knows Adam?
Here, I'll do it.
Is my bag full? Oh my god, my mining bag's full. Holy shit, how long have I been talking?
I don't know, we've been at it for 2.5 hours.
Alright, I'm gonna go find a mailbox. This is ridiculous.
Broham, it's seriously, like, Paladins right now are fun, but
They're gonna go better.
they're so much better in Mob.
Like Denounce and Exorcism are 2 different spells now, so Holy gets like the
Oh, this stupid stone, I
the
can't
cast
get rid of
Denounce
this.
still. Exorcism basically.
Yeah, they screwed it. Did they finally fix the spellbook in beta?
What was wrong with the spellbook?
It's private right now because of beta testing, but it won't always be.
Like, how it's one book?
The spell book? Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
all your talents are on. You have 1 tab for like your racials, and then 1 for your spec, and everything's there in alphabetical order, with actives in alphabetical order, and then I think passives at the end.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty simple.
Yeah.
Because the way they had it, like, the beginning of the beta...
It's
was,
actually a
like,
lot easier. Because you don't have to
I
be
don't
like...
like how cause you know how you pretty much get like passive just class mechanics now, basically, and it's all listed under the passive stuff.
Yeah.
Like for example, Paladins like with Holy Shock or something, like after you Holy Radiance, when you Holy Shock it does an AoE heal, basically. I don't like that you have to like go to the end of your spellbook to like look at that kind of mechanic. I think that it should be like in part of the talent description stuff, or like
You can like
description.
you can like glyph Word of Glory in Mop to like be used as damage or heal, like Holy Shock kinda. It's weird.
Yeah, and there's like a Seal of Insight glyph that you can like do melee damage or something and make an AoE heal.
But I guess it's
Yeah.
I put it in because it's kind of cool if you had to like move and you don't have like Exorcism or Judgment on cooldown. Like you have to move really far. You could like Wog also, and then have the other glyph that gives you like 3% increased damage after you use Word of Glory.
Sunny, his main priest, his
Symbiosis.
Shadow Priest,
Alright.
is, it's his ult, but, he has 2 of them. So his main priest was his healer, and then his ult priest is the Shadow Priest.
I don't really get Symbiosis that much unless they need like an extra heal cooldown, because Tranquility, because I think it gives... Alright, it gives Resto's Leap of Faith, Moonkin's... No, Guardians get Fear Ward. Which one gets Dispersion? Moonkin's or Feral DPS? I don't remember.
That'd be weird if Feral's gonna disperse.
Yeah,
It's gonna
Boomkins get Massive Spell, Ferals get Dispersion. Okay, so yeah, it doesn't really give much. The only reason they give it to me is if they need me to use Tranquility.
Fucking one of them gives them a bubble for
Yeah.
Paladins.
I think Boomkins like to... I think mages give them like fucking mirror images, and then there's certain ones that are really good to give to like a tank if for extra cooldowns, stuff like that. I mean, I don't really know everything about Symbiosis. I just know I don't get it that often or care because it doesn't give me a DPS increase. That'd be stupid if it did though, because it'd be like
It's a pretty
DI again.
crazy spell though. Like,
Yeah,
seems
it's
like
cool.
hard to
I
balance.
like it. Yeah,
It's a cool idea though.
I like it if it really doesn't give anything too game breaking, like a Shadow Priest with Tranquility. That's not too bad. I mean, we used to have Divine Hymn for God's sakes.
Yeah.
What's Tranquility after that? Am I fucking maxed on my profession? Nope. Okay, good. Oh yes, 250. Now I can go train again. Boomkins AMS from BK. Oh, that's pretty pro. Void Shift. Oh, Void Shift is like my new favorite spell. I remember when we got Leap of Faith and Kata came out, and I was like, "Oh, this spell's gonna be so amazing," and it was. It was pretty useful, but Void Shift is fucking killer. Like,
Yeah.
it was funny too because like I was talking to Raz about it today. He's like, "Man, I need to start using that more because I don't really use it." But usually I'll use it like a tank cooldown because it's like LOH, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't actually base off of an amount of healing. It based off percentage. So if I'm at 100, the tank could have 15 million HP, and I would heal 15 million HP to him. But you don't. You can also use it to heal yourself off someone else. Like today I had on the Blade Lord guy, I had the debuff and I got knocked back by the swipe out of line of sight of the healers, and they're like, "Koilie, you're out of line of sight of me," and I was like 2 fucking seconds from death to the dot tick, and I fucking void shifted Killers who was at 100% health.
Nice.
And I was like,
Good job.
I shifted Killer's Rabs, and he's like, "Oh man, that's actually really intelligent." I was like, "You know it. I got this." Black market auction house. I don't really know much about that.
Why do you always do the crazy shit with killers? Like you grip them back, you just voice shifted him.
Well, Killers, I knew he was in line of sight of me because I saw him sprint past me, and I also knew that if I brought him down to 25% health and he got hit by something, he would cheat death. So I wouldn't be risking killing anyone. So it was like a split-second amazing decision. But man, that
like a
void
free
shift.
fuck up in every fight.
Oh, right now, Nihad, I'm gonna go train my professions because they're almost maxed out, so I can go pick some level some more and smelt some ore, which is gonna be the shitty, boring part.
While I'm sitting here and
Fuck! I thought I could train at 250 for the next level of mining. It's 275. That pissed me off when I do that because now I gotta go back at 25 level. Well, I guess I can go all the way to 300, so it's not that bad. 50 more levels.
Can you get max professions at level 60?
No. I don't think so. But
You're gonna have to level more?
But once I start to get to higher level herbs, I'll get like more experience closer to my level. So I'll actually start to, like, I've almost leveled off of picking these shit herbs, getting like 100 XP a pop.
I read about this guy who leveled all the way to 85 just gathering.
Like 1 to 85?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I mean, you can actually level.
He made like 50k gold or something like that.
I knew people that leveled 80 to 85 when Kata came out just off of herbing, and like it actually was fairly quick considering.
servers go down in like, depends on where you are, it goes down in like 3 hours. 3 to 6 hours. 3 hours. I'm gonna go with 3.
Beta has a new launcher.
Oh wait, shit. Wow, why did I keep
happy
guessing
face?
that? That was stupid.
These. How long do you think 245 mithrils is going to take to smelt?
You should have quartz up. So
I do.
I
want you to guess before I activate it.
4.5 minutes.
No, it's going to be more than that. I'm going to go with 7.
Okay, I'm gonna go with 6. I'll raise to 6.
Ret Pal is going to be my main alt for the first tier of mob. You're going to go with 6? Alright, I'm going 7. What about you, Trip? 245 mithril smelts.
What?
I'm going to smelt 245 mithril. How long do you think it's going to take total? I had said 7 minutes, Rob said 6.
I'll go 8, I guess.
Alright. Max says 8 minutes and 35 seconds. He probably knows, and he probably did the math. Oh no, it's 6:07. Oh, Rob wins.
What do I win?
I don't know. Nothing. I get to chillax for 6 minutes and chit chat, read chat. Good bandwidth to stream. About 2 upload. is good enough for a
It's sufficient.
decent 720 like mine.
If you have 4,
Anything
it's
over
really
2
good.
is going to be pretty good. If you have 4 or more, you're solid.
Oh yeah.